The Delta State baseball team traveled to Rome, Georgia to take part in the 2012 Gulf South Conference baseball tournament this past weekend. The Statesmen, looking for their first GSC tourney title since 2008, took on Christian Brothers University in the first round. After falling behind 2-0, Delta State came into the bottom of the fifth and scored 5 runs to seize control of the game. Brent Langston's 2-run double was the highlight of the inning as the Statesmen went up 5-2. Sam Kidd and Michael Vincent each collected a pair of hits for Delta State. Pitcher Josh Brandstetter earned the win on the mound, pitching 7 2/3 innings while striking out 5 batters and allowing just 2 earned runs. Brandon Harden earned the save. In Game 2 of the Gulf South Conference tournament, the Statesmen had little trouble disposing of Valdosta State, winning 11-2. The Blazers jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the home half of the first, but it would be their only runs of the game. The Statesmen rallied to score 3 runs in the second, followed by a 6-run third inning to take control. Tyler Aldridge led Delta State with 3 hits, while Ben Kingsley went 2 for 4 with a team-high 3 RBIs. Michael Vincent also contributed with a 2-run single. Colton Mitchell earned the win, pitching 7 innings, allowing 4 hits, 2 runs, and striking out 8. The big victory propelled the Statesmen into the winner's bracket final against Alabama Huntsville. However, it would be the Chargers who would give Delta State its first tournament loss. Huntsville jumped out early to a 3-0 lead after 3 innings. The Statesmen would rally in the 4th and 5th innings to take a 4-2 lead. Michael Vincent singled through the right side to score John Carnahan, bringing the score to 3-1 Alabama Huntsville. The next inning, Ben Kingsley would drill a ground rule double to right center field that scored Josh Crowdis and Brent Kakwich. The final Statesman run came on an error from Huntsville's pitcher. The rally would be short-lived, however, as the Statesmen would lose their momentum following a near-hour lightning delay. The Chargers would regain the lead in the 7th inning and never look back, defeating the Statesmen 8-4. Needing to bounce back to avoid elimination, Delta State would turn to Ricky Winters in Game 4 against West Florida. The redshirt sophomore was superb, tossing a complete game with a career-high 9 strikeouts. Delta State saw 7 players collect hits, including a 2-run shot from Kingsley in the 3rd inning. The Statesmen caught some breaks from the West Florida pitching staff, scoring twice on hit-by-pitches. The win, which was Delta State's 4th of the year against West Florida, allowed the Statesmen a chance to compete for the GSC tournament title the following day. Delta State would need to win 2 more tournament games to capture its first title since 2008. In its way first was North Alabama. Josh Brandstetter took to the mound to try and repeat what Ricky Winters did the day before. And did the junior from Pensacola, Florida, come through in a big way for the Statesmen. Brandstetter tossed a complete game, allowing just 4 hits and no runs. He struck out 6 batters in the process. Offensively, the Statesmen were led by Brett Langston, who had 3 hits, including a home run. John Carnahan singled and doubled while driving in 3 runs for Delta State. The win over North Alabama gave the Statesmen all the momentum they needed for their rematch with Alabama Huntsville. It was the Statesmen offense that started the game on fire. Delta State jumped out to a 3-0 lead with John Carnahan providing the highlights with a 2-run single to center field. Delta State added a run in the 2nd inning after a Sam Kidd infield single. Heading to the 5th, Alabama Huntsville will score 3 runs, bringing Delta State's lead to 7-3. But the Statesmen would respond courtesy of a Michael Vincent home run to right field. The Chargers would not give up though, plating 2 runs in the 7th, cutting the Statesmen's lead to 11-6. But, as Vincent showed in the 6th, the Statesmen would not back down, scoring 2 runs in the 8th and pushing their lead to 13-6. The Statesmen would eventually win by a 14-8 count, getting revenge against UAH. 5 Statesmen were named to the All-Tournament team: Michael Vincent, Ricky Winters, Josh Brandstetter, Ben Kingsley, and the most valuable player of the tournament, catcher John Carnahan. The win was Delta State's 12th conference title and 5th for head coach Mike Kinnison. The Statesmen will now wait and see where they will head to regional play in the NCAA tournament.